Hey guys, it's Fred Cullen here from Green Team Junk Removal. We're down here at the Medway DPW, and I'm here with State Representative Jeffrey Roy from, he represents Medway and Franklin, and we're down here doing a collection with Habitat for Humanity. Obviously we have my company here, the Green Team. We're collecting electronics and we're collecting furniture. And what do you think about today's event?
Fred, I heard about this event, and Rep Dykema, who I guess is your rep from Holliston, she told me about the event and said, you got to get down there and see what they're doing. And I tell you, this is fantastic. You're collecting the Habitat for Humanity, You're recycling some stuff that would otherwise go to a junkyard or a burn facility. You're doing recycling, you're doing everything we would want in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. So thank you for coming down.
Thank you for coming down. One of the things I'm really excited to tell you about is when we take our electronics to be recycled to the manufacturer we work with, none of it actually goes into a landfill. It actually all gets broken down. The metals get recycled, the plastics get recycled, all the hard drives, all the information on them gets completely destroyed. So nobody has to worry about any of their information getting out there. We have a great partnership with Habitat for Humanity, and we were able to have them come down here. Obviously we have their truck out here. We have Kevin, who's the director, and Alicia, who's the manager. And when we ran these events, we were talking about the event that we ran in Hopkinton. We were able to actually collect a truck and a truck and a half of electronics and 2 trucks worth of furniture that actually helped on that event, Habitat and Urban Ministries. So we're really trying to get the word out to the communities in the Commonwealth about recycling, and that there are other avenues on letting the residents get rid of the stuff that they've collected, especially during the pandemic. I'm sure you've collected some stuff during the pandemic.
Oh my God, you know, my wife and I spent a lot of time trying to go through the house and see what we can get rid of, and it's just amazing the stuff that's out there. And I'm so excited. The other reason I came down here, I want to get you to come to Franklin and do a same event like this in Franklin, because we really need to get people thinking of recycling, and repurposing stuff. And great that this stuff is going to Habitat for Humanity and they're giving it a new life, and great that your electronics, I didn't know that none of it ended up in a landfill.
Yeah, none of it will.
That's tremendous.
But enough about me and what we're doing here. I'd like to talk about what you're doing as well. So can you talk about the committee that you're on, that you run for the Commonwealth? Sure.
So I was recently appointed as the chairman of the Joint Committee on Telecommunications, Utilities, and Energy. So climate change and recycling and generating power for people to live and breathe and work in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts is what my committee does. So it even thrills me more to see that a group like you, the Green Team, is doing work that contributes to that effort. And I don't know if you're aware, but on March 26th, the governor signed the roadmap bill to get Massachusetts to net zero by 2050, and that's 29 years away. And I'm so glad that you've jump-started that process through your business and through the work that you're doing to get us to make it on that roadmap by 2050.
I appreciate that, and I thank you for those kind words. One of the questions that I'd like to ask you, you talk about electric cars. It looks like I feel just talking to you that you're into cars, especially with the Mustang that you have on order, and it's an electric Mustang. How do you feel about electric cars and your passion towards them, and what would you like to see in the future before that deadline of 2050?
2050. Yep. Well, cutting the number of emissions from vehicles is incredibly important. Transportation makes up 27% of the greenhouse gases that are floating into the climate and causing climate change issues. So we need to get a transition to all electric vehicles. I began my transition in 2012 with a Chevy Volt, and I had 3 of those, and I'm now on a Chevy Bolt with a B, and the Mustang Mach-E which is just out. I have one on order. I have no idea
when
I'm
you get
gonna
that
see
car, I'd like to come and see
Will
it.
you come? We'll take a nice ride. It's you know, it's a beautiful vehicle, and you know, I think people had different ideas and understandings about what an electric vehicle was all about.
Yes.
I think when President Biden took a ride in that Ford F-150 pickup,
Yep.
really showed how far these electric vehicles have come, and that's the wave of the future. Many auto manufacturers are going to stop making gas-powered vehicles by 2035. So we're going to transition to it, and right now we're working on getting that infrastructure in place so that people have a place to fill up and charge their electric vehicles. But it's a great way to travel, and the best part about it,
Yep.
there are zero emissions coming from that vehicle.
That's really going to help the climate.
No pollution whatsoever.
Yes. It's great that you talk about the president and that Ford pickup truck. I actually saw it on the news. And even with these electric cars that are coming out, they look like solid vehicles. It does not look like the manufacturers are cutting costs on when it comes to putting a solid vehicle out there. Because sometimes you think electric, is it as strong, is it as durable as a gasoline car?
The car drives like any other vehicle I've ever driven in my life, and a lot of the weight and
Yep.
the heft of the vehicle are the batteries, which are on the bottom of the vehicle. They form the floor from the front to the back of the vehicle, and it's a lot of weight, so it gives you some great handling. They hold the road, and it's instant torque. So you step on the gas, and that car begins to move immediately. It's not shifting gears and ramping itself out. It's moving as soon as you put that pedal. And the vehicle that I drive now
Yep.
goes so far, it's one pedal driving. I don't even have to use the brake pedal anymore, because as you release your foot from the accelerator,
Yes.
it automatically slows down. And that slowing down process is regenerating power
Yep.
to the battery. So it's a whole new style of driving. I hope you get a chance to do that one pedal driving. A lot of fun.
But, so, where would you direct the residents of Massachusetts if they want to find out any information about your committee? What website would they visit? Where can they obtain more information about what you guys do?
So they can see me at jeffreyroi.com. That's JEFFREYROY.com. Go to the masslegislature.gov website. And if you folks are here in Medway, I know the folks from the Energy Committee are here. And if you go to the Town of Medway site, they have an Energy Committee website, so that you'll get the local angle and you'll get the state angle as you come up to me. But I'd love to hear from you, and email, call me on the phone, whatever way is easiest for you. I do have a Facebook page, also have a Twitter feed, so would love to talk to you about any energy issues whatsoever. But Fred, I'm particularly impressed with what you're doing, and I want to thank you for coming to the 10th Norfolk District, and I hope you come again.
Thank you. And thank you for watching this video. And if you guys want to learn about more of what the Green Team does, check us out at gogreenteamjunk.com, or if you need our service, give me a call at 508-361-0519. Thanks, guys.